Today's horoscope, Gemini September 8, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Early today, it's easy to follow your passion or become intensely involved in solving a problem, and it can be rewarding. Feeling on top of your practical affairs frees you up emotionally. Still, as the day advances, the Sun heads into opposition with Saturn, and a new, more realistic look at your work-home balance is necessary. There can be quite a pull to follow the rules and achieve your goals and ambitions, but you also crave family and home time. If others don't seem especially sympathetic to your cause, then you'll be in the position to rely on yourself, which is likely to work out just fine in the end. In fact, it's a great time to discover your own resilience. Remind yourself that you gain strength as you humble yourself to certain realities. Taking a second look at personal plans can be useful now. Restrictions, hardship, and challenges will begin to arrive today and get stronger into tomorrow. In fact, you're facing one of the most difficult periods of the year. This is because the mighty Sun, our great luminary, now in your solar house of home, family, and domesticity, will be cast beneath the icy shadow of Saturn in your solar house of career. You will surely feel under the weather and depressed and may experience hard truths and ultimatums if you are living with your spouse. If single, it's highly unlikely you'll have any energy or desire to meet someone in love now. You may have a different perspective on a workplace interaction. Reflect on your conversations and situations from this last week. As you consider each interaction, you may come to an unexpected revelation when Mercury in Leo squares Uranus retrograde in Taurus. A totally different perspective will come up as you consider things in hindsight. Similarly, you may see something in a new light as you rehash your workplace situations with a friend or coworker. Likewise, a friend or coworker could share unexpected but necessary insight. Taking the time to look things over will help you process what has happened. With today's planetary alignment, you may be inspired to break down outdated habits and stagnant patterns in order to move into the future with big, bold steps. You may be motivated to break down traditions deemed too difficult to take on. Have you ever felt like making radical changes in your health practices? A vegetarian diet? An earlier hour of waking up in the morning? Now would be a good time to try something big but start gradually. Some wonderful vibrations are coming up in the days ahead. In your sentimental life, the news is good, but don't be precipitous because questions of the heart don't like to be rushed. So, just let time do its tender work. In your professional life, events will be hectic and you will tend to be destabilized. Take action and stop relying on old ways of yesteryear. The world is changing, and you have to following along without frantically hanging on to values of the past. In this way, you will be able to profit a maximum from the excellent vibrations around you at the moment. While the moon begins the day in a playful and creative part of your chart and transitions to your busy work sector by day's end, life will not abruptly switch from one focus to another. This visit from the moon, coinciding with Venus's presence in the same playful and creative area for another 16 days, amplifies these energies that Venus will continue to support. Meanwhile, Mars has recently entered your income sector, and as the moon moves into your work sector, expect a few positive days ahead on both fronts, offering a preview of what is yet to come. It is just as the moon is wrapping up its only visit to your romantic sector while Venus is here that the planet of love's alignment with the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment that peaked yesterday, starts to separate. The romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days have helped to capture and even amplify the awakening of the resolve to follow your heart. Daily Planetary Overview. Mercury in Leo squares Uranus retrograde in Taurus today, and you might feel the ripple effects in your interactions. It's one of those days where things might not go as planned, where twists and turns catch you off guard, leaving you scrambling to make sense of the moment. Have you ever been in a conversation only to have something unexpected come out of your mouth? Whether it's an unintentional slip of the tongue or a sudden revelation, today could bring those moments to the forefront. Perhaps a long-held secret will be revealed, or someone else's unfiltered words could spark surprise. Whatever happens, the key is to remain calm and centered, even if you're feeling thrown off by these unexpected developments. Staying calm might not always be easy, especially if these surprises touch on sensitive areas or amplify any frustration and anger lurking beneath the surface. But this is your opportunity to show just how adaptable and resilient you can be. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where things took a sudden turn, but by staying calm, you were able to navigate through it with grace? Remember, you have the strength within you to manage whatever comes your way today. Take a deep breath and approach each situation with patience. You'll be surprised by how much smoother things can go. Socially, you'll likely find that you're more approachable and appreciated by those you meet. There's something about your energy today that draws people in. They may even prefer your company over someone else's, for no apparent reason. This can feel wonderful, but be mindful of the envy or jealousy it could spark in others. Sometimes, when we're in a good place and things seem to be going our way, it can unintentionally create friction with others who are struggling. If you sense this happening, take a moment to check in with your actions. Are you inadvertently stepping on toes to get what you want? Be prepared to rein in your enthusiasm if needed and keep things balanced to avoid any awkward situations. It's also a time to be cautious with indulgences. Whether it's shopping, food, or love, there's a risk of straying from a sensible path into more destructive behaviors. We've all had those moments when we get caught up in the excitement of the moment and lose sight of our long-term goals. But remember, any idealist or dreamer must eventually confront the reality of turning their visions into something solid and sustainable. It's wonderful to dream big, but make sure your plans are grounded in reality. Have you ever chased a dream only to realize you hadn't laid the proper foundation? Today is your reminder to build on solid ground. If you continue to indulge in unrealistic dreams without a plan, you could miss out on important opportunities and end up wasting your valuable resources. On the financial front, take a cautious approach. This isn't the day for big risks or lavish spending. Instead, focus on being modest in your needs and satisfied with small profits. Sometimes, those small gains add up to something much more substantial over time. Have you ever set aside a little bit of money each week and then been pleasantly surprised at how quickly it grew? That's the kind of energy you want to tap into today. By staying mindful of your financial decisions, you'll be able to treat yourself to something special soon enough. And finally, don't let the day slip by without paying attention to your physical well-being. You know you have that athletic ability within you, why not put it to good use? Exercise doesn't have to be a huge effort, but incorporating movement into your routine can do wonders for your overall wellness. Maybe it's time to schedule a wellness day into your week. Whether that means a yoga class, a walk in nature, or even just some quiet time for meditation. Taking care of your body isn't just about fitness, it's about nurturing your entire self. So, as you move through the twists and turns of today, remember to stay calm, trust yourself, and keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. There's a lot of positive energy available to you. You just need to harness it in a way that serves your highest good. How do you plan to navigate today's surprises? What steps will you take to stay grounded? Let's keep the conversation going and support each other on this journey.